Well, hello everyone. This is Wilson Cole, and I am president of Adams, Evans, and Ross and Backdoor Hire Solutions. And I want to take a moment to remind you guys if you should run into a company that's not paying you. There are ways that you should handle it, and whether you get us involved, whether you get your local attorney involved to ensure that you get paid, I'm all for that. And you need to. But one thing that I want to make sure that companies realize, because I'm asked this all the time, is, Wilson, can I go out, they're in a membership group, can I go out and tell them what happened? And I always say nothing good can come of that. And let me give you several examples of what has happened with several of our clients. We had one client that went out on LinkedIn, found that they had an investor that was sitting on their board. They were an advisor and an investor to XYZ company, or whatever the company's name was. And our client emailed them or sent an instant message and said, hey, here's the issue that's happening. I'm not getting paid. That investor says, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. I don't want to be associated with this company. Thank you for telling me. I'm pulling out all my investments. Well, our client felt good for about 2 or 3 days until they got a call from the attorney for the debtor that owed them $35,000 or $40,000, explaining that they were in the process of launching a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against them personally, because they had reached out to an unaffected third party and that didn't have the ability to cut a check, and it cost them millions. Our client spent 2 or 3 years, untold amounts of money in legal fees, and just did not have a good ending for anyone. That's the extreme case. But the less extreme case that always happens is, let's assume that you have a company come in, they owe you $30,000. It's very clear you provided staffing or you provided recruiting, and they haven't paid you. They run through collections, and let's assume that they're bad guys and they say, nope, we're not going to pay, go ahead and sue us. Then we sue them. It's very simple at that point. They owe you the funds, they haven't paid. If you go out and you tell those third parties, you tell the candidate leaves, you tell other vendors, and it costs those relationships, you have now given them the perfect excuse to file a countersuit against you. Now, whenever we have suits go out for collections, our attorneys, our forwarding attorneys, handle it on a straight contingency basis, with one exception. If the debtor were to countersue you, then the defense of that is on an hourly rate. And why give a debtor basically a tool to be able to bleed you out through a lawsuit or put you on the defensive on anything? I'm a firm believer of karma will take care of them one way or the other. Getting your money is our only primary concern. And so running it through collections or running it through litigation typically gets those things resolved. We just want to keep it clean. Now, it's easy for me to be emotionally detached because none of this was done to me, but I cannot tell you enough. You need to make sure that if somebody owes you funds, the only people that you talk to are ones that can legitimately cut the check. The people in accounts payable, the CFO, the CEO, those types of their attorney, those are the ones that you can discuss the issue with. I wouldn't threaten or say, I'm going to go out and do it, and then you don't. Then something happens where they lose a major client. Even though you haven't talked to anyone, they're going to take that email where you said you were going to run them and cost them $1 gazillion. And the assumption is that you were the cause of that. So you have to defend yourself. Don't threaten them or anything along those lines. Keep it to the facts that the funds are owed and that it's a process. So just keep that in mind. Emotions can get high, I understand. Best way to handle that is to pick up the phone or go to our website, book an appointment at staffingdebt.com, and talk to either me or one of our staff attorneys about your case, and we can walk you through what your options are. Hey guys, it's Wilson again, and this video was brought to you by Adams, Evans, and Ross. And if you like the video, please make sure that you click on the subscribe button and also like the video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those below as well. If you'd like to learn more about our company, please visit our website at staffingdebt.com. And also remember, if there's no collection, there's absolutely no cost at all.